All right, friends, welcome back to another riveting episode.
Riveting.
Of the golden age of gear. I don't know. Probably not.
The golden riveter himself.
That's right.
Yeah, welcome back. Special shout out to Dorian right now because he has been watching us film these all day long with no headphones.
Yeah.
So he's literally just listening to unplugged electric guitar and idiots talking. And he's still smiling right now. You can't see him, but that's a testament to the man right there. Because I would be losing my mind. I'm doing it and I'm losing my mind.
It's so funny because the pedal that we're playing today is like an Octave Fuzz. And like I'm playing this like riff and he's just like
and I'm like, and on the outside it's just like
like you can't hear any of this. And he's like, yeah. No, but I get it. But I get it.
That's just the kind of guy he is. So what are we looking at there?
All right, so
this is your pick.
Yeah, this is a new pedal that don't know if it'll be out or just come out or what or when. I don't know when this airs, but like, here? Well, we won't show this until it's out. So, but this is a new company called, I think it's pronounced Automat, and this is a Triplegänger. So it's an Octave Fuzz pedal. They call it the Parallel Triple Fuzz. This is by my good friend Peter Arends of the Ampete Amp Switcher and amplifiers fame. Peter's been a friend for a long time, a brilliant designer.
Yeah.
And not this past NAMM, but the one before, I went over to his place after NAMM, we were gonna go for dinner. And he's like, hey, I want you to come try some of the pedals I'm working on. And I'm like, hell yeah, like, I'm in.
Yeah.
And he's like, this one's an Octave Fuzz. And I was like, ooh, that's not for me. I'm like, of all pedals, I'm like, Peter, I got to tell you, I kind of hate fuzz pedals. And he's just like, so do I. He's like, but this one is different. And I'm like, all right, sure. And then I played it. And, well, it's different.
Okay.
So, truth be told, don't know what all the controls do exactly, right? We're kind of fumbling through figuring it out.
Neither of us can read, so there's a real barrier.
So, essentially, it's like two-sided or two channels or whatever.
Yeah.
And you've got for your controls, you've got level fuzz, output and treble, and bass on one side. Mm-hmm. And on the other side, you've got level fuzz, and then separately, you've got your like octave side or like the sub-octave side. So let's start out with, and then we've got two switches. One that allows to do its splatter, octave, or double.
Can I ask a dumb question?
Yeah.
Where's the third fuzz?
I think because you can stack them, it's like 1 or 2 or it's supposed to be 3.
Okay.
Right? Like, because you got either this side or this side or both of them.
Okay.
I don't know. Peter, in the comments, correct all the things that we got wrong, please.
I'm sure there's got to be something else going on.
Because I did not call him about it. I just, literally, I played it this year again, just after NAMM. I was at his house because we were going for dinner again. Mm-hmm. And he was like, yeah, he's like, what do you think? And a couple of things I want to mention right off the bat before we even hear it. Big kudos to him. He designed his own enclosure. I love it when pedal companies make something that no one else has.
Yeah, that's cool.
And like this has like crazy angles to it. From a manufacturing standpoint, all of this stuff is just expensive.
Yeah,
like,
and annoying.
Yes. So kudos to him for doing something completely different. And his knobs that are on here, he got his own knob that he designed and got custom machined. So also, I mean, he's a proper engineer, so just like down to the fine details.
That's cool. You know? But you know what? I love that.
Yes. Yeah.
I love a good knob.
That you do. I mean, I've heard. So, okay, well, let's play it. And we'll figure out what the controls are. So this is side 1.
Okay.
And you're going into, signal chain is into this. Then into the pedal board, but nothing is on the pedal board into your amp. So there's just the amp. Fuzz 1. Cleans up pretty well.
I mean, with the volume knob too.
Yeah. Okay. And then we can bring in sub-octaves. Okay, so this is on the splatter setting. Now let's try the octave, or sorry, that was the octave setting. Let's try the splatter setting.
I don't know that I can hear a difference.
See? Maybe this is only on side 2. We'll
Okay.
find that out. What? Let's try this switch. So.
Oh, so that's sending the sub to Fuzz 1.
Ah, okay, that's why. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Now,
Oh yeah.
now I understand a bit more.
God, why am I doing this?
This has a lot of gain. That I hear something changing.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Whatever it's doing, I likey.
Yeah. Let's stack them together. You like more of the sub or less?
I mean, I like it all. What I really like about this, and what I tend to dislike about like this kind of sub fuzz, is that a lot of times they are like a fuzz pedal and then like a kind of digital octave down or digital sounding. But this is like kind of nasty. Like,
oh yeah.
And the sub is definitely going, it sounds to me like it's going through the drive circuit. So it just feels more cohesive. Whereas a lot of times it's like, oh, and then you can kick the octave down, and then it's kind of like a clean octave that's blended underneath.
Yeah, I know. I find some of them don't track very well. Then
Like,
either when you get.
When I think Octave Fuzz, I think like Tycho Brahe Octavia, which is like that Hendrix sound. It's the octave up, and that was a doubling effect that was caused by a transformer in the circuit, and it's like going up the octave, and it's only like, you know, it's a really organic sound, and I find that a lot of the octave downs are not. But this is very cool. It kind of makes me feel like an Octavia, which is the octave up version, but just octave down, if you know what I mean. Like it doesn't feel like a synthesized octave down.
Yeah.
So I don't know how he's achieving it, because I'm not an engineer, but it sounds great. Yeah.
Also, like when we're talking about like noise floor, right? Like, oh, my pod is. Uh-oh. Nova, what happened?
Kick it back over to me. 'Cause I think mine.
Oh, it's the pedal board. Never mind. Because yours is doing the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, the noise floor is really,
you can't
really
edit
great
that
on this.
sound out, because otherwise, you know, Manny's gonna edit it out, so we're gonna look like complete morons.
It's two stacked fuzz pedals. If you want it to be quiet, maybe you should do something else. You know what I mean?
Like, Oh, shit, that's so annoying. Again, people that know me know I'm not a big fuzz pedal fan, but that's doing what I like about fuzz pedals. But I find it's tight, like it's like it. I swear, yeah.
Yeah,
so
I like it.
It's really interesting, and like you said, I mean, I'll turn the fuzz circuits down a little. And it will clean up.
Yeah, but it still has like a fuzz artifact to it, which I really like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you turn that octave down, you don't even have to turn it off, like.
Yeah. Well, I'll be picking one of those up when they're available.
Yeah.
You'll hear them all over all the ballads on my record.
So do we get? Like even playing a full chord.
Yeah.
Like it just sounds like a nasty pedal. Like
yeah.
Bring it.
Yeah. But that's got some junk in the trunk, as the kids might say.
Yeah. So I don't know how many pedals he's gonna have. Like I know he's worked on quite a few, and this is kind of the launch, I think, of his pedal brand, because you know he does the Ampete stuff, and
the Ampete stuff is brilliant.
It's phenomenal. We're like him and I are working together to try to get that, like, you know, properly available to you know, North America, because he's originally from Germany. He lives in Long Beach now, and he was, you know, one of the lead designers, or the lead designer probably would be the correct thing to say, at Boutique Amps for years. Worked on, you know, the SLO 100 and the SLO 30 with Mike Soldano, and did the a bunch of the Synergy module stuff he worked on, a lot of the Tone King amps he was working on.
Yep.
And then he left Boutique and he went over to Bad Cat and then redid Bad Cat's entire line of amps that they did 2 years ago, I think, with like the Jet Black and the Lynx, and yeah, I can't remember all of the models that they did, but really great sounding stuff. His Ampete Amp 1 amp, I got a chance to play it 2015, I think. Really, really cool sounding amp.
Yeah.
But the Switchers is where I met him. And I mean, we've been using those. You have the 444?
No, I have the 8x8.
Oh, you do have the, okay.
Yeah, 8 heads, 8 cabs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been using those here and at NAMM for, since 2015 or 2016.
Yeah, they're great.
Killer stuff. So yeah, when he said he was doing pedals and I got a chance to try it, I was like, yeah, it's awesome. There's, like I said, he's got several models. I just don't know what they all are. I just, when I tried this at his place, I was just like, is there any chance you have one of those you could lend me? Because I know they're not out yet, but, and he's like, yeah. He's like, sure. He's like, you can take this one. And I'm like, okay. He's like, it's not your thing though, is it? I'm like, no, but I would actually use this. Like, I wouldn't normally buy a pedal like this. But I said, I know Joey loves this type of stuff. I'm like, and I think he'd dig it. So you guys got to tell us in the comments what you guys think of this, and how many of you guys are aware of Peter Arends and Ampete? Because yeah, he's a good dude that not a lot of people know, and more should know.
Yeah, he makes genuinely great stuff.
Yeah, like I said, the switchers are what he's most known for. But yeah, let's hear you play it a little bit more instead of me. Or did I just kick it?
Yeah, it's very cool. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the MXR Blue Box a little. Did you ever play one of those?
No.
Yeah, they were, man, I missed out because they're like, I think they're discontinued now and they're like $800 on Reverb. But you used to be able to pick one up for like $130 along with Quid. But
nice.
But it's I mean, it's not exactly like that, but it's kind of got like a gnarliness to it that that thing had. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm really excited for some of the other pedal stuff that he's doing because...
I'm just absolutely parched.
Are you? Yeah. What are you drinking there, Joe?
LaCroix.
Yeah. No more bubbly for you, hey?
Not until they drop the cease and desist.
Fair enough. Well, I'll join you in that.
I'm trying really hard not to burp right into this lav mic.
Oh, you're gonna, and man, he's gonna mute it out. But what would be awesome is if you do it and we see it, but then he mutes it. just look like an idiot, like what?
No, I think I choked her down.
Nice.
Well, that's a really cool thing. I look forward to hearing what else Peter's working on.
Yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, brilliant designer, and like the fine details thing that he's kind of paid attention to here. I'm really impressed. I know most people watching aren't going to care about this, but the idea of getting your own custom machine knob to me is really, really impressive because that is not definitely not inexpensive to do. And especially when, I mean, he's obviously not going to be building these hundreds to thousands at a time as he's getting his brand going. So like caring enough that you're like, nope, I'm like, this is my thing. I want it to look a certain way. Yeah, really impressive.
Yeah, and you don't see a lot of that kind of enclosure anymore. Like I feel like you used to see it a little more. But like just not that shape, but just different enclosures.
Yeah, I mean, most people, to be honest, they buy the typical like Hammond box and just whichever size of Hammond box you're into because they're super cheap to get made. Mm-hmm. You know, there's probably 1,000 companies overseas that are casting the exact same box. Yeah. So you can get them cheap, and if you've got some sort of CNC mill, you can easily mill your own holes in them. And, you know, and you're powder coat them and off to the races. Or like, you know, Fairfield circuitry, don't powder coat them, just mill them and stamp them, which also looks badass. But,
I love the way those look.
Yes. You know, and away you go. So that was one of the things that at Revv we got a lot of compliments about early on is that we designed our own enclosure. We didn't, the original prototype G3 pedal was in a Hammond box. And Dan was like, I kind of want to design an enclosure that is our own thing, so it looks a little bit different. And the G3 pedal was the first one that came out, and and we got a ton of compliments about it. And it is one thing that in a store made a big difference because when you're just like looking at this, and I find myself doing this when I'm doing the like let's check out the guitar store stuff. The pedal counters at places when they've got 500 pedals, they start to blend together real bad. Like I find myself having to like kind of like go back and double check to be like, okay, slow down. Like what did you miss because there's so many pedals in here that look similar. That it's like, okay, you find out like, oh, there's something cool that you just glossed over because there's just so much of the same that I find that I just miss a lot of stuff. But things when they when they're in a unique enclosure, that immediately grabs your eye and you're like, hey, what is that? That doesn't, one of these things is not like the others. So, so I love the fact that Peter went that route with these.
He bends them by hand.
Well,
with his teeth.
He does, by hand with his teeth, eh?
Well, he's a, you know.
Oh yeah. I guess you would need,
Come on, Derek.
Trying to do it all with jaw strength would be very difficult, I would imagine.
Grizzly bear could do it.
It's true. With that precision too, eh?
Yeah. Grizzly bear versus Peter Arends. We'll see who wins in an enclosure bending competition.
I mean, Peter's German, and Germans are very efficient. So at least every German I know is very efficient. So, I mean, he might find a way to at least do it faster than the grizzly bear. Maybe not better.
Well, tune in next week to find out.
Yeah, we'll call him and ask him. Yeah, thanks again for hanging out with us and checking it out. Let us know in the comments what you guys think of the Triplegänger or Ganger. I don't know. It's got the little things over top of the A.
Umlaut. Umlaut.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how you say that either. But get us out of here.
Yeah. So we'll see you guys on the next one.